Hi, I'm Roxie Deer with the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce. On tonight's Chamber Chat, we'll be talking to a group of professionals helping us with the job fair, and then you'll be introduced to the new staff member from the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce. Join us tonight. Welcome back. I'm Roxie Deer, Director of Professional Development for the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce. On tonight's Chamber Chat, I'm joined with Dr. Hicks from Northeastern High School and Deanna Hunt from Apex Ag Solutions. Welcome. Thank you both for having us.
Thank you.
So we brought you here to talk a little bit about the upcoming job fairs, but first I want to introduce you and make sure that the audience knows what you do. So Deanna, why don't you start?
My name is Deanna Hunt. I'm with Apex Ag Solutions. My husband and I own a company based out of Winchester currently. We're millwrights. We work at gravel pits. We work at grain facilities. We do a lot of industrial maintenance. So we are really basic steel workers. We do a lot in piping. We have a pipe fitting division, so we kind of have our fingers in a little bit of everything.
And you were just telling me that you're expanding this year, adding lots of new jobs.
Correct. So we currently just purchased a new location. We're in the middle of remodeling and revamping into a new fabrication shop. Our current employment is roughly 33 people, and we're hoping to grow to over 50 by 2021.
Wow, that's a huge growth for this community, and we're excited that you're here for the conversation
Thank
today.
you.
Dr. Hicks?
I'm Matthew Hicks. I am the principal at Northeastern High School, and we are a school of about 393 students, go Knights, and we work to be as comprehensive a high school as we can be at our size as a 2A high school.
And you're actually hosting one of the upcoming job fairs. So let's just give a little background. You've been a part of the job fairs now for a few years. Who are we hitting, and why is this important to your students?
We're making sure that we're giving our high school seniors a chance to understand what it looks like to go straight into the job force, but also what it means to go away to school and come back. And so really it's a dual function job fair, in my opinion. We're trying to make sure that if you're a student who doesn't have a path away from Northeastern, that you can find a new path, and pretty quickly really, because they're staring down an imminent graduation. For our students that are college bound, it's a great opportunity for them to practice their interviewing skills. It's a great opportunity for them to see the variety of businesses that exist in Wayne County and what it means for them to go away, get their 2 or 4 year degree, and then come home. And I think, you know, as a parent myself, I think it's normal that we want our kids to come back to us, and I think this is an opportunity where we serve our youth, but we also serve our families in the hope that they'll continue to have employment in the county for the duration.
And I don't know if this is still true, but when I was a student a few years ago, the idea was that you moved out of Richmond after graduation because there were no jobs here. And this job fair helps break some of those myths down, correct?
We're working to make sure that students who are going on to get a 4-year degree understand that there are jobs in our community that need to be filled with folks with the exact degree that they're going away to find. And in many cases, one of the areas of growth in Wayne County is that IU East, Ivy Tech, Earlham, even Bethel Seminary to a certain degree, are educating students who are very typical students out of our high schools and are very likely to remain in the county.
Right.
Their statistics kind of bear that out. So we feel very fortunate that if a student doesn't want to go away, they want to stay in the county and get their post-secondary education and then continue on into the workforce. Those relationships are being formed, those opportunities are there for them, and we're making sure that they're aware of them, which is our duty.
Right. And what do job fairs like this mean to businesses?
It's very important, I think, mainly so that they know that we're there, so that they know that there is an opportunity to go and learn a new skill, or just to show some initiative to get a job here locally. And there's been, I feel like, quite a bit of a bad rap that there aren't jobs to be had, and they're there.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're just hard to find. So being a part of the community and being a part of these job fairs is just as important for those attending, looking for a job, as for the employers.
Something we've tried to push to employers, you may not hire somebody right now. This may not be you walk on the job fair floor, you hand them an application, and boom, they're yours. This may be something in 4 years they come to you and say, hey, I remember you had this job fair and you were there and you said that you were hiring people in accounting. Well, now I've got an accounting degree. Do you still hiring? And you may have something available then. So this is not just a right now fix, this is a long-term fix for our community. What can students do right now to prepare for job fairs? Either one of you?
I would say practice your, interview skills, brush up on your resume, talk to anyone around you that has a professional job, that whether it be your parents or your mentors or your guidance counselors or your teachers, if you have the questions, ask them first, and then use that to your advantage when you go to those job fairs.
We've been really fortunate through the Chamber, actually. We reached out to some local businesses, and as part of our senior language arts class, we invited some HR directors to come in and do mock interviews, for lack of a better term, with students present, either participating or watching, so they had a sense of what interviews actually look like.
That's amazing.
Well, we're trying to make them as prepared as possible, and then we kind of have a full briefing that we will send them through before they go out onto the floor that day. You need to dress well, you need to speak well, you need to have questions. It can't be a one-sided conversation. We try to prep them to the best of our ability. They're still teenagers, so we
nervous.
And very nervous. So we work hard to make sure they're as prepared as they can be.
So Northeastern, we actually have an intern from Northeastern this year. How do internships play into this?
It's interesting. We're very fortunate to send students to multiple businesses in the community, and what they come back with is, oh my gosh, I feel like I can do this. That's the thing that is really empowering for students is, this was sort of a dream, now it's a reality. I've been there every day. I see what it looks like to be at the same place every day, trying to do the same sorts of things. And they understand now that they're capable of doing the work from a confidence standpoint. And some of our other internships are going to lead to direct employment. Those students are going to come out of that internship, and that employer is going to say, hey, you're whip smart. We need you. So here's our job offer, and we want you to be a part of our company. So and the other thing that can happen is a student can get into a situation and say, this is not my cup of tea, and they haven't had to spend multiple years, multiple thousands of dollars on an education. They can experience that and be cordial and kind of survive the experience, for lack of a better term, and say, that's not me. I'm going to go find what else I want to do.
And I will say they're doing a phenomenal job. Northeastern is as a whole. We have, in the past year, added 14 jobs. And out of those 14, I can confidently say over half of them are Northeastern graduates.
Wow, that's huge for you.
It's a tremendous opportunity, and we try to make sure that we have a great relationship, and we try to tell as many students as possible, like, listen, this is not the kind of job you're going to see in the paper. Like, it's hard to even explain. You explain what you did at the top of the show. And for a kid to wrap their head around that, it's tough. But we're very willing to send students up there to see their fabrication shop, and they are very willing to come down and work with us. And so we're trying to make sure that we have those kind of relationships with businesses, because students have lots of questions, and if they don't know how to get them answered, it's an impossibility for them.
This also, the job fair I found, is really great for connecting faces. For students, they've seen the person in the building a few times. Now they see them hiring, they feel much more comfortable. Maybe they were in that class where you had the HR directors come. Now they see and they feel very familiar. What soft skills do students need these days? I know you and I have had this conversation before. From an employer standpoint?
From an employer standpoint, I want to say the biggest one is listening. Listening is a huge skill that a lot of some of the younger generation is kind of struggling with. Being on time, being respectful, those I would say were going to be your top 3 soft skills that we're looking for, is being on time, having good listening skills, and just being respectful.
Wow. And those are hard to teach. So we do have a few programs that exist in the community that are helping to teach those skills. And one of those is JA in a Day for our seniors. Do you want to speak a little bit about JA in a Day?
We're really fortunate that JA in a Day comes out and does presentations, and what I really like about what they do is they take working professionals, people who are in the field, right?
Exactly.
You know how it is, as a parent, you try to explain something to your kids,
They're never going
and they're
to
like,
listen.
listen, forget it, you don't know what you're talking about, but you bring someone else in and say the exact same thing.
Yes.
It's a little more believable, for lack of a better term. The small group setting in which they present, the gravitas, the credibility that they bring into that setting, it really does, watching kids listen to those presentations, it helps them understand, okay, I can do this too, and this is what it's going to take, and it's not just my teachers telling me this, it's not just my principal telling me this, here's someone actually doing the work that is saying the exact same thing. I guess they're not making that up anymore.
Right.
So.
We also at the job fair do breakout sessions, and one of the breakout sessions is called True Colors, and it's a personality test that the students and employers will take, and it tells them where their skill level is, like not just, oh, you're great at math, but maybe you're great at working in a small team, or working in, maybe you need to work alone, maybe that's where you do your best, and then we have them compare that, and employers actually see those skill traits out on the floor, and maybe you're hiring an accountant. We need somebody with financial background, but somebody who can work with a team. And the student can identify with that. So that's a great opportunity to connect the dots between here is who you are and how you identify to what jobs actually exist. And students really seem to connect to that. We're also working on a workshop about self-branding and social media. How is that important in our students' lives today?
It's very important. We have oftentimes, after many interviews, my husband will come and say, okay, I've interviewed so-and-so. Where's the first place I go?
Facebook, social media, yep.
Facebook and Instagram. And if that's not someone we would feel comfortable wearing our brand and being at our job sites, working with our customers, that's probably not going to go very much further. And then kind of going back to the soft skills part of it is that we, as an industry, have a very dangerous industry. We're working with sharp steel. We're a lot of times 150 feet in the air. We're working with around electricity, around airlines, around hydraulic lines, and not listening and not paying attention and missing a safety video or missing a safety meeting, it could put you in a life or death situation. It's very, very important.
So that listening soft skill is very important. Mm-hmm. So the next job fair is March 12th. It's at Northeastern High School. It will be all of the county schools and Seton Catholic. So businesses that are interested can actually reach out to me at Roxie at WCAreachamber.org to sign up. All of your students will be there, but we do need employers there to have a successful job fair. And then we have the last one on April 2nd at Richmond High School. So we hope that you'll join us. I know we're excited to see you. I don't think you're going to be there that day, but your students will be, and you've prepared them a lot for this, so we're excited. Coming up next is a look ahead with all of our events at the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Tanya Ross with the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce, here to share with you some of our upcoming events. Our first event that we'd like to share with you is on February 27th. It's our business education lunch. It's titled Plan Year 2020. It's all about setting your vision and your strategic plan for 2020. If you have interest in this, please reach out to Roxie at WayneCountyAreaChamber.org. Our next event will be our ribbon cutting ceremony at 5 Arch Brewing in Centerville, Indiana. It's going to be held at 4 p.m. 5 Arch Brewing is a new business, and that will actually be their grand opening evening as well, Thursday, March 5th. After that, we will have an anniversary celebration. This is to celebrate all of our 5 to 45-year members. This is a part of our Chamber 535 program. Again, this will be hosted at the 5 Arch Brewing in Centerville and is held on Tuesday, March 10th, 5:30 to 7:30. Coming up after that will be our high school job fair, hosted by Northeastern High School on March 12th for all area high schools, Centerville, Lincoln, Hagerstown, Seton, and Northeastern, and at Richmond High School on April 2nd. If we have any interest in that, please reach out to Roxy at the Chamber. And on March 26th, our business education lunch is Know Your Numbers. Think profit and loss statement, held at 11:30 at the Innovation Center. Starting on March 12th at 6 p.m., Channel 11, we will have In Focus candidate forums presented by WCTV, Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, and Hometown Media Group. Now back to Roxy.
Welcome back. We are also joined today with two of the Chamber's newest employees, Tanya Ross and Dakota Pennington. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good to be here.
Thanks for having us.
So the Chamber's done a reshift in our organization, and everyone has new titles. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what role you'll be taking on?
Yeah, my name is Dakota Pennington, and I am the Director of Membership.
And I'm Tanya Ross, and I'm going to be the Director of Marketing and Events.
Great. So what brought you to the Chamber? What are you excited about? What are some of the projects you think you're going to really excel at with us?
Yeah, I'm excited to work in the community and kind of help the community grow. And being a young professional in this community, I know how important it is to kind of grow that aspect, stay in Richmond and help build that community. So I'm excited to do that.
Great. Tanya?
So I'm excited to be with Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. I've been a lifelong resident of Wayne County, and just bringing to the team kind of an expertise on marketing and events, and I'm really excited about all the events that the Chamber does to bring business owners and large businesses together.
So Tanya, you had a unique first week. You jumped in during annual dinner. Tell us what that was like.
So some have said that I was baptized by fire.
Yes.
So it was definitely a hands-on first week, and got to go to the Coleman Center and help you and the ACES team really just bring the event to life, which is always great to see the behind the scenes. You walk into an empty shell of the Coleman Center and really create a magical experience for the Chamber members.
It was such a great pleasure to have you there and to let you see that firsthand, because now that's one of your projects.
It is.
You've already started planning for next year, so that's super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota, tell us a little bit about what you did before you were at the Chamber.
Yeah, so I worked at G1013, Whitewater Broadcasting, doing marketing and sales, so trying to work with local businesses and help them succeed through advertisement and stuff like that. So, transitioning here is a pretty easy transition because, I'm trying to build the memberships and, the people within the Chamber. So right now I'm enjoying it.
So maybe there's a new business that's listening in that's excited to join the Chamber or wants to know more information. How can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, good question. They can email me.
Okay.
They can email me. And my email. I don't know what I haven't remembered
yeah.
it quite yet. I'm still fresh. So.
I believe it's Dakota at WCAreachamber.org.
That's exactly what it is.
He's that new.
I'm pretty new, so.
Tanya, what about you? If somebody's interested in joining the ACES committee, how can they reach out to you?
Sure, same thing, email or phone, and my email is tanya@wcareachamber.org.
Great. So what do you love the most about Wayne County? It's a big question.
Big question, I was thinking. So Wayne County, I think really what I love is it's a small town feel, and the county feels like an entire community of its own. And I really like how the county supports one another. I love seeing companies and small business owners collaborate. And when you attend something in Wayne County, or you attend like the art museum with the high school, that's just one example, or like the Depot District, and seeing those events come together, you really see the true collaboration. So that's really what I love about Wayne County.
Dakota, what about you?
Yeah, a lot of what Tanya said. I kind of love that, community feel. You can really feel the love at those events and everyone coming together. And Richmond has a lot of rich history, from, the Depot District. So, it's a pretty fun place to live, and, I enjoy it. And this is where I plan on raising my family, so love to see it grow and succeed.
Great. What do you two hope to see our community get from the Chamber? What are some things that you think they don't know about the Chamber that maybe you've learned during your time with us?
The one thing that has really surprised me is, and I'm hoping that they're not going to ask me to list those because I would not be able to, but one of the things that's really surprised me about the Chamber is, one, it's a very small team at the Chamber, and the amount of programming and events that the Chamber does is just astronomical. It's really shows such an accomplishment by the team because we offer so many things for our Chamber members and for the community that I don't think many really realize are out there.
And you have an exciting event coming up March 10th. Do you want to speak about that?
Sure, that would be the anniversary celebration, and that's going to be held at the Five Arch Brewing.
Which is new.
Which is new.
Officially not even open yet, right?
Right. So that's going to be held at Five Arch Brewing in Centerville, 129 East Main, Centerville. And that's celebrating our Chamber members that have been with the Chamber 5 to 45 years. And we have roughly, approximately about 70 members that are going to be recognized that night. And that's going to be a true celebration.
I'm excited about that. I know we're going to be doing the ribbon cutting soon, and you'll hear more about that. But this is a great opportunity for us to highlight a new member that's somebody in our county, but also all the members who have been a part of the Chamber for so long.
Absolutely.
It's one of my favorite events that we do each year. Dakota, what is a project, or who are some people that you would like to meet in this community?
Oh,
You knew a lot already.
yeah. I don't.
You talked to Culver's this morning.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we all know Culver's is coming to town.
Yes.
So talked to them this morning and got them to, join, and, we're doing a ribbon cutting for them on Monday,
I'm
February
excited.
24th. So, that's exciting, excellent butter burgers. So.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Right.
They have delicious food.
Right.
What can the community do to help you? What are you looking to gain from our community in these roles?
I'm looking to gain just a lot of professional development. As a young professional, just want to gain knowledge and experience and use the older crowd's knowledge and experience and kind of, learn from them and build, my knowledge and experience as a young professional.
So I think what I would love to gain from the Chamber is, first of all, knowledge, definitely learning a lot as we progress. I think the other thing is kind of taking Wayne County outside the boundaries of just the county lines and making Wayne County Chamber of Commerce presence known throughout the state and with collaborations throughout the state. So that's what I would like to learn.
Absolutely. And although you two are new, Melissa and I are still at the Chamber. So although Melissa's not here today, she is still the CEO and president, and I will be over professional development, which is something you mentioned you want to learn more about. Hype is going to be a part of that, which we've talked about on this show before, but also anything education-based will now flow to my office. So our office looks a little bit different. It's nice to have 4 people working there, but there's still a lot of work to be done. So what are some what event are you most excited about this year?
I am most excited about Taste of Wayne County.
Oh, that's one of my
I've
favorites.
never been, so I just know there's a lot of food. So
Maybe Culver's will be there.
let's
we can
hope so.
get them to bring
Yeah,
some delicious food.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tanya?
There's so many events. So I think I'm excited for all of them because they're kind of landing in my office.
Anxious and excited.
Anxious and excited. So I think for me, I'm absolutely excited about the annual dinner that will be held in January 2021. But I think the next one that's coming up that I'm really excited about is going to be the Golf Classic. One,
Absolutely.
because I know nothing about golf, so it's going to be exciting to learn. And I think bringing everyone into an outdoor environment for a chamber gathering, I think is going to be a blast.
I'm also really excited about Community Improvement Awards. We're going to have some great nominees this year. We've seen a lot of outside work being done to businesses in the area, and so that's always a great one to celebrate. It feels like a small annual dinner, the way that we get all the businesses together and raise a lot of awareness about projects they're doing, and then to see businesses also recognized at annual dinner is a great opportunity. So anything else that you'd like the community to know about you?
Born and raised in the Wayne County area, proud parent of 2 boys that have attended Richmond schools and some private schools in the area, and just know that we are devoted to Wayne County, and we look forward to meeting all of you at events throughout the county.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Richmond. Recently married, so I have a wife and a cute little dog, and we hope to grow that family here in Richmond. So, really looking forward to being a part of that.
Okay. Well, like we said, you can reach both of these individuals at our office. Our number is 962-1511, or you can reach them at their emails, Tanya@wcareachamber.org or Dakota@wcareachamber.org. Thanks for joining in tonight, and we hope to see you soon.